You must be glad to be going home.
Oh, I'm not glad about much of anything these days.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that. The whole foot and mouth thing you do a lot.
It's okay. Listen,
Sam, I don't know if this is going to help, but a while ago I suffered a miscarriage. The pain is unspeakable, but it does lessen over time. And believe it or not, one day you'll just wake up and notice the sun is still shining.
You ready to go?
She was just released.
Why didn't you call me?
because you're not responsible for me anymore, Jason.
Sam, I never was, but I still want to be the one to take you home.
Where are my baby's things?
In the nursery. I didn't know what to do with them. You know, at first I thought I would just throw everything away or give everything away and then paint the room so there would be no sign of it when you came home. But then I realized that, you know, maybe you needed to see the things again and then decide for yourself.
Okay. It's good because I want to see them.
Sam, wait.
Jason, you really don't have to fuss over me, please.
I'm not. In fact, I gotta go out. There's a lot going on with Sonny in the business.
Are you okay?
Yeah, so far. Sonny is in some serious trouble, and I gotta do what I can to help him.
Okay, good, go. I mean,
Are you sure?
I understand,
Are you sure? Because I can have Emily come over and...
No, Jason, no, please. I need to be alone right now.
Look, I'm not telling you what to do, but, you know, for what it's worth, I went into her room, and it's hard. You know, I don't usually care about things, clothes, but walking into that nursery and seeing, you know, the toys you picked out, it was... Just don't rush, okay? Don't push yourself before you're ready.
Okay.
There's a copy of the file. She threatened to give it to Rick if I don't go through the custody hearing.
Wait, Sonny, I don't understand. If the hearing doesn't mean anything, why go through the motions? Why put everybody...
Because she thinks that I'm going to have some hallelujah moment on a stand where I realize that I'm a danger to my own daughter and Christina's better off with her mother.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it doesn't sound like you have much of a choice. Because if Alexis gives that file to Rick, it's over. We're done.
Miss McCall, Miss Quartermain's here to see you.
Send her in. That was fast, even for Jason. I told him I did not need a chaperone.
What? I'm sorry?
Didn't he call you?
No, I'm here about, Are you all right?
It depends on your definition. But you look upset, and unfortunately, Jason isn't here. I'm really sorry. He's working. I have no idea when he's going to be home.
You know what, Sam? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come back here so soon.
Emily, I doubt there's much that I can do, but if you want to get something out, I'm a really good listener.
You know, Sam, I don't want to dump my problems on you. You've been through enough.
You would be making me feel useful.
Nicholas confessed to Helena's murder.
According to justice, If we can prove that Rick obtained that file illegally, like if he broke in...
Right. Then it's inadmissible. That's the way we have to go.
I want you to question everybody who had access to that file, find out who could have stolen it, turn it over to Rick, because by the time I take the stand at that custody hearing, I want to be able to prove that Rick obtained that file illegally. That way, I have the leverage over Alexis.
So you're going to wait to the hearing and then surprise Alexis?
I'm going to do what I got to do. I just lost my daughter. I'm not going to lose another child of mine.
I can't believe that after everything we've been through that I'm going to lose him because he tried to protect me from his witch of a grandmother.
Emily, a person really isn't lost until they're dead.
Sam, I'm so sorry. That must have sounded incredibly insensitive. This is exactly why I shouldn't be here.
No. Look, I am not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just trying to make you see that there's still hope. You and Nicholas love each other. And okay, he is making a difficult choice right now, one that you feel is absolutely stupid and wrong, but it's a brave choice. And one day he's going to be out, and you're going to be waiting for him, and the two of you are going to be able to pick up where you left off. To me, that's worth holding on to.
Meyer swears that he dropped the file off at the penthouse Friday the 12th. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he came by. He left the file on the desk, and he said it was urgent. It needed Sonny's attention. But honestly, I didn't pay that much attention to it, Jason. I was busy with other stuff. And then Michael, he ran downstairs, and he thought Sonny was at the door, and I explained to him then that we had to move to the new house.
Was that the day you moved?
Yeah, we started packing right away.
Did anyone go near Sonny's desk?
Michael was sorting through comics there.
And then what?
And he dumped them in a box.
I mean, could it be possible that the file got mixed in with Michael's comics?
I suppose, Jason, but what does it matter? The file was destroyed, right?
Carly, it matters. What happened next?
We packed and we moved right away.
Yeah, but Max told me that Durant came by that day.
Yeah, he helped us move.
Dr. Gill, please call your service.
Was he ever alone with those boxes?
Please call your service.
He was sorting through them at the house, and yeah, Michael and I, we left the room together.
All right, thanks.
Jason, you obviously think that my father stole that file. You have to be mistaken. Okay, he did everything he could to stop Rick from using that file against Sonny.
Or he wanted you to think he did to cover up what really happened. Carly, I'm sorry. I just think Durant took advantage of you to steal the file in the first place.
Right, you wanted me to go after Sonny so you wouldn't get your hands dirty and possibly...
My father's telling the truth. He did not steal the file.
That's an interesting theory. Of course, I still haven't seen anything in the way of proof. Okay, this is the way it's going to boil down. You either find a copy of that file, or I'm going to charge your daughter with arson.
Look, Sonny, John tried to talk Rick out of using that file against you. I was there. I heard
Carly,
him.
he was doing it for your benefit.
Jason, you heard Rick say that he was going to charge me with arson, right? But what you didn't hear is that John lied for me. He swore that I was with him the night of the fire. I mean, does that sound like a man who's going to use his daughter to go after her husband and put him in jail?
He's a federal prosecutor, Carly. That always comes first.
Sonny, I can't be that wrong about him.
Meyer told me the whole story. Durant stole the file, made copies, and forced Meyer to come back here and plant the original one.
And then Durant turned his copy of the file over to Rick, Carly.
Your father has been playing you, Carly. From the minute he came to Port Charles. Get Durant on tape admitting he stole that file. That way it won't be admissible in court.
The bugs are illegal, Sonny. It's not going to prove anything.
I had legal written permission to plant the bug in Durant's hotel room. A friend of mine, he owed me a favor, and he just happened to be a judge.
Okay, how do I help you then?
No. Don't
listen,
even. I don't want to get into this.
Durant to admit that he stole the file?
No,
Go into
Carly,
his room,
look.
I could get him talking. Listen to me, Sonny. I want to do this. My father used me. I'm going to use him.
Right. What do you think?
That's nice.
Hey, Jason, have a seat. Nicholas and I are getting married. Matt convinced a judge to release him for the ceremony.
What happens after that?
Well, he hasn't been sentenced yet. I'm not sure how long he's going to be gone. But I'm going to wait for him, Jason, even if it's 20 years. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Getting married to Nicholas is all I've ever wanted. Jace, you know that.
Yeah, normally I'd like to talk to Nicholas. But considering the circumstances, I'm just gonna have to take your word. Does he feel the same way about you?
Absolutely.
Okay, if you're happy, then I'm happy.
I know that you're still dealing with losing the baby and trying to take care of Sam. And Jason, I just want you to know that I'll understand if you can't be here.
Emily, you're my sister. I love you. There's nothing in the world that would make me miss your wedding.
I'm not looking forward to living without him.
I mean, you're gonna be doing that whether you're married or not.
I know, Chase, but, Nicholas being gone is going to make it harder on both of us, and from everything I've heard, marriage is already hard enough already.
Yeah, marriage, it isn't what you think. It's not just about loving the other person or wanting to be together. It's about accepting each other and helping each other when you fall and trying to just find a way to hold on during the tough times instead of coming apart. Do you think you and Nicholas can do that?
I can stand by Nicholas through anything.
Oh. Do you know that Sonny, he expects me to testify at Christina's custody hearing for him?
Well, Sonny's an arrogant man. He expects people to do things his way.
I always said that I'd stand by him no matter what. John, I did, and I meant it, but he has pushed me so far past my limit.
Well, I am glad to see that you have finally come to your senses.
It's not like I need Sonny. Not financially. I've got the cellar. It's in my name. It's mine. I own it. I also have money offshore.
Hey, whoa! I don't want to hear that. You never have to use it anyway. You're my family.
No, all I really need for you to do is just to be a good grandfather to Michael, set a good example, because, you've seen him. You see how he gets. He acts just like Sonny. I mean, what happens when he decides he wants to go into Sonny's business? I don't want that for my child.
Well, you realize that Sonny, he could still go to prison, right?
How? The evidence against him was destroyed.
You never know.
Well, I guess whoever stole the file could have kept a few copies.
Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he had enough foresight to realize that. Hey, Carl, you know what this is?
No, what?
It's a bug. It's a listening device. You have any idea how it got here?
No.
I think you do.
I have no idea where that came from.
Well, maybe you know, but you did know that it was here. We've lost the signal. I lied to a public official.
Oh, couldn't have been the first time.
Carly, you tried to destroy state's evidence. I came up with an alibi, and this is how you repay me, by trying to exploit the connection that we've made?
Well, what goes around comes around.
No, what is that supposed to
You
mean?
never wanted to know your daughter. I was Sonny Corinthos' wife. I was a means to an end for you.
No. No!
Would you stop lying? Just admit that you stole the file. Admit that you used me.
I risked my career to protect your husband, a known criminal, and I did it for you. And how do you repay me? By believing the first lie that you hear?
Okay, will you just listen to me? Meyer told Sonny everything.
Stop! So who the hell is Meyer?
Oh, I get it. I get it. No matter how bad all this gets, no matter how completely busted you are, you're just gonna keep on lying. Right? Why not? It's worked for you in the past. Sooner or later, I'm gonna give in.
Carly.
I'm gonna start to believe you again. Is that what you're thinking?
Carly!
What?
You're wrong. You are dead wrong about all of this.
You pretended to support me. And you used an opening that I gave you to steal evidence against my children's father. You do not care about me at all.
I don't care about you. Then why did I try to come up with an alibi for Rick?
Because you didn't want to lose your source of information. You know that I will always be connected to Sonny. I will always have access to his life. And so you were just planning to use me again. You were planning to steal whatever evidence.
Carly,
you were planning to do whatever you wanted to do.
Shut up. I did this because you're my daughter.
Oh, you don't have a daughter. You are nothing to me.
I'm your father. I will always be your father. Carly, I want to be in your life.
Get your hands off of her.
Hey, you had better have a gun because that's the only way you're going to stop me from getting in her life.
You are not in my life.
Carly, you don't
And I
know-
wish you never were. I wish that I had never, ever met you.
Carly, you don't mean that.
Go back to New York. Better yet, go to hell.
Hey, Morgan. It's been a long time, huh? But you finally got what you wanted. Bastard. Carly is my daughter. She always will be. She is my flesh and blood, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
She lived most of her life without you, and she's gonna live the rest of it the same way.
It's okay.